Once again, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Being a Christian, is it a result of you choosing salvation from God, or is it a result of God choosing you for salvation? The Bible records in Jeremiah 1 and 5 that before Jeremiah was formed in the womb, that God knew and sanctified him. Therefore, according to that, it's fair to say that Jeremiah was a prophet even before he took his first breath. Now, according to this, it's also fair to say that Jeremiah was chosen of God, or rather chosen by God. Now, with this in mind, I want to ask a question for you to meditate on. Does God today, as he did with Jeremiah, choose us for salvation, or do we choose salvation from God? Calvinism and Arminianism are two areas of theology that explain the sovereignty of God and man's his ability in choosing salvation. Dwight L. Moody, who was an evangelist, American evangelist in the 18th century, and also founder of the Moody Church and the Movable Bible Institute, he profoundly stated in this quote right here: "A creed is a road or street. It is very good as far as it goes, but if it does not lead us to Christ, it is worthless." To get a better understanding of Calvinism and Arminianism, we must first have a general understanding of what theology is. Have you ever taken scriptures and combined them to form a sermon, a Bible study lesson, or even a Sunday school lesson? If you have, you have just constructed what is known as theology. Theology comes from the Greek word theologia, which comes from two roots: theos, which means God, and logos, which means word or idea. Now, with a basic knowledge of theology, we see that Calvinism and Arminianism are both areas of theology. Why? Because they both have taken the scriptures and combined them and formed an ideal. John Calvin was a French theologian who lived between 1509 and 1564 AD. He's the primary figure behind the Christian theological term Calvinism. TULIP is an acrostic used for the 5 points of Calvinism. It's TULIP, T-U-L-I-P. This is what Calvinism believes. T stands for total depravity. It means every aspect of humanity is tainted by sin. Therefore, man cannot come to God on his own accord. U is unconditional election, which means God's choice of electing individual to salvation is based on his sovereign will alone. L is for limited atonement, which means that God only died for the elect. I, irresistible grace. That means you can't resist God's grace. Once God called, you will come. P is perseverance of the saints. Those in God will persevere in faith. And you cannot ever be lost. Ever heard the term once saved, always saved? That's Calvinism. In his book, Theology for the Day, Dr. L. Town, who was a college seminary professor and also co-founder of Liberty University along with Jerry Falwell, he states that Jacob Arminius was a Dutch theologian who lived between 1560 and 1609 AD. He is the primary figure behind the Christian theological term Arminianism. Just as there are 5 points of Calvinism, there are 5 points of Arminianism too. Well, Arminianism believes that partial depravity, even though every aspect of man is tainted by sin, is not to the point that you can't come to God on your own accord. They believe in conditional election, that God's choice of certain individual into salvation before the foundation of the world was based on God's foreknowledge of knowing who would receive him. Unconditional atonement. Jesus died for all, but through faith a person has to receive him in order for Jesus' death to be effective in that person's life. Resistible grace. God called everyone to salvation. However, a person can resist the Spirit once he calls you. Conditional salvation. A believer in Christ can, of his own free will, turn away from Christ and be lost. As we have seen, Calvinism and Arminianism have two totally different views of perseverance to the faith and predestination. They both have 5 points to elucidate their views. It's total depravity, Calvinism, versus partial depravity, Arminianism. It's conditional election, Calvinism, versus unconditional election, Arminianism. It's limited atonement, Calvinism, versus unlimited atonement, Arminianism. It's irresistible grace, Calvinism, versus resistible grace, Arminianism. It's perseverance of the saints, Calvinism, versus conditional salvation, Arminianism. God indeed knew us before the foundation of the world. He even knew it before we was in our mother's womb. However, the second call to salvation, was it a matter of God choosing us, or did we choose God? That's Calvinism versus Arminianism. Thank you. Thanks everyone for your